Okay, today we're talking about
density.
Yay! So, well, first question is, what is density, right?
Yeah, density has a formula.
Okay.
And I like to remember it with my little heart signal because I love density.
Perfect.
Mass over volume looks like a heart.
So mass over volume. Okay, very good. Okay, so mass over volume. Oh, and water has a density of 1. Okay? So let's play a game we're going to call Sink or Float. Now, we have 2 cans of soda. Are they going to sink or are they going to float? Think about it a second. Okay, we're going to try them. We have Pepsi, Coca-Cola and Diet Coca-Cola. We put the Coca-Cola in, and yeah, it looks like it is sinking. I think sinking. And we put the Diet Coke in, and it floats. So why is that? Why does one can float and one can sink?
Well, we know it's mass over volume, right?
What's different about Diet Coke and Coca-Cola? What do they have different?
Well, we see here 12 ounces on
Wait
Diet Coke.
a minute. And this one also shows 12 ounces, yeah?
So that's
volume's the same.
Volume. And so the difference has to be the
mass. Okay, and soda has what in it? What does Coke have in it? It has sugar. So as a matter of fact, we can illustrate that real quick. We've got just some water in a little dish container. And if you can see real quick, if we just do it like that, it barely floats. It's got just a little bit of air in it. But if we add like 2 tablespoons full of sugar, so if we can do that real quick, because that would represent additional mass that's added. So it has more molecules inside of it. So we've got it there.
Is our volume changing?
Actually, very slightly, but not really, because the volume of the container is the same. So we're just putting it in. If you look, you know, it's dissolving. It's going to actually turn to be clear again. So what do you think is going to happen? We've got the same volume, but we added more mass. So we put it in, and it now sinks. So that's what's going on. And you can show that over here. More mass or less mass in the same volume, and more mass in the same volume. So would you like to work on the problems there?
Okay. We have we're trying to figure out the density of a couple different things. And what we've done is already measured the mass and the volume of those densities. Now, how would we measure mass? What would we use?
We would use a device just like this, called a triple beam balance.
Okay, and then to get the volume,
we would use this, which is a graduated cylinder, and it shows measurements in volume.
Okay, so we've already done that for you. So all you have to do now is the mass. Now we know density is mass divided by volume. Mass over volume means divided by volume. So we've got 6 grams for the mass, and the volume is 2 centimeters cubed. Then 6 divided by 2 is?
Yeah, go ahead. 6 divided by 2, 3. Okay.
Okay. So if we know that the density is 3 and the density of water is 1, is it going to be more dense or less dense than water?
So it's going to sink.
Sink.
Okay.
Okay. Now. Because
the density is greater than what?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So then we have copper pennies. We have 10 pennies. So it's going to be 30 grams for mass. The volume's 3 centimeters cubed. So 30 divided by 3, that's going to be 10. So is 10 bigger than 1 or less than 1? Bigger.
It's way bigger, yeah.
So it's going to sink.
Okay.
Same thing here, 160 grams divided by 20. We can just get rid of those zeros. They cancel out. 16 divided by 2 is?
8.
8. So 8 is bigger than 1, so it's going to sink. Then we have a wooden block. 4 grams is the mass. The volume is 8. Now this is different. Mass is less than volume.
So it'd be 4 over 8.
4 divided by 8, and so it's going to be 1/2. Or if you were using a calculator, which is okay at this point, it could be 0.5. And so is that more or less than 1?
That's less than 1.
Less than 1, so this one is going to float.
Okay.
So, for you now,
So let's just do this again. So 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. And 30 divided by 3 is equal to 10. And 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. And 4 divided by 8, or 4 over 8, another way to say that, is that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, what's the theme? If the mass is bigger than the volume, what's it going to do?
Sink.
Sink. And if the mass is smaller than the volume, then it's going to
Float.
float. Very
Okay.
good. So you have 3 more to do on your own before you come to class, and then we're going to use this in a lab.
Sounds good. And the last thing, remember, don't be dense.